Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of PTD6. So finally, I was able to do it, guys. I'm gonna show you right now Dark Castle Half-Kish without using Monkey Knowledge, Continues, and Powers. For this strategy, I'm gonna be using Obin as hero. He's one of the first 4 free heroes that you can get in the game. This strategy is gonna require, of course, RNG. So you might need to retry and to restart the rounds many times, but don't worry, eventually you're gonna get good RNG and you're gonna be able to survive. So yeah, let's start. First up, monkey in strong, closest to the top. Looking here at the left side of the range, you're gonna just touch these lips and that should be it. Alright, you're gonna have 93 lives remaining in round 3, then you're gonna have 56 lives remaining in round 4. Another monkey right here, in this case closest to the bottom, and then with the range you're gonna just be touching this rock right here. See? So also in strong. Alright, you're gonna lose 1 more life in round 5. Or 2 more lives, yeah, just 1, and then you're gonna lose I think 4 more lives in round 6. Yeah, now round 7, very important. You want to place a third that monkey as fast as possible. So you want to have your mouse, I'm using Steam, so I'm going to use the hotkeys. I'm going to position my mouse right here. All right, and the quicker you can place it, the better it is, because you're going to be able to pop more Bloons. You're going to have your mouse around the top right corner, and then you're going to switch the monkey to strong. Now I can do this because I'm playing on Steam and I have the hotkeys. In case you're playing on a tablet or on a mobile phone, you might need to drag the monkey in order to place it, so you might end up losing more lives. But don't worry too much, guys. This is half-kish, so 5 lives difference means 3 cash difference on your total amount, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So don't worry too much about the amount of lives you have remaining. Okay, losing some more lives around 9, of course, and also at the end of round 10. You mind the amount of lives you're gonna lose from now on, so from round 8. And actually from the end of round 7 until the end of round 10 is going to be depending on, first of all, how quickly you place this monkey around 7, and then the exact position of this monkey. If it's closer, for example, to the left, to the top right here, if it's right here, it's gonna pop less Bloons, so you're gonna end up losing more lives. So just be aware of that. In this case, I got 27 lives remaining, so that's pretty good, I would say. The lowest amount of lives I had was 22. So you can go as low as having 22 lives remaining. Next is placing Obin, of course, selling 2 monkeys to place Obin. Closest to the right first, and then closest to the bottom. That's very important. And leaving on first. Alright, all these rounds you can pop everything, you're not gonna lose any lives, and actually from now on you shouldn't lose any lives until round 30. But again, that depends on RNG. Round 14 here, what you're gonna do is when there is a green and a red Bloon that's gonna get through, use Brambles as late as possible before that red Bloon gets through Obin. In that way, you can control Obin's RNG and you can make him place Brambles right at the very end of the bridge. And so these Brambles can survive round 14, you can pop the yellows, and you can also have these Brambles to survive until round 15. So you can help and you can pop some more Bloons there. Druid in strong, closest to the right then to the bottom. And you can use Brambles again if you want to when the pinks come out, but it shouldn't be needed, especially if you have some Brambles or surviving from round 14. As you can see, there was more than enough. Around 16 and 17 are easy. Then around 18, you're gonna use brambles for the last cluster of greens. So at the very end of the round, pretty much. So right now, you're gonna place another druid now, closest to the right again, and then closest to the bottom in strong. So both druids on strong. And next, you're gonna upgrade this second druid, so the druid closest to the beginning of the path, 0, 1, 0, like this, and then 0, 1, 1, more range. All right, that should be it. Round 22 goes low. Depending on the totem position, you might need to retry this round because you might have some balloons getting past. Just retry until you have good RNG. You can see that you can pop everything around 22, so don't tank lives, don't lose lives. Retry the round until you get it right. And then round 23, you're gonna use here a set of brambles after you have popped some of these balloons. So the cluster of balloons in round 23. The important thing is having some the brambles surviving until round 24, so you can pop the camo balloon with those set of brambles. So that's pretty much what you need to do. Next, placing a sub right here. Now this sub closest to the left, then look here at the bridge and look at this metal portion of the bridge right here. See it? This thing right here. You're gonna place the sub so that with the range you are a little bit above the top portion of this thing. So not too close towards the bottom and not too close towards the top, so just about there. It's not super important having it pixel perfect, but it's important not having it too close towards the top, otherwise you're not gonna have the sub attack too much of the path and you're gonna end up losing more lives later on. Brambles in round 25 for the purples. You cannot pop purples with Obin, so just remember about that. Okay, right there I got a little bit scared. There was a balloon that I popped right at the end. Sub 001 in round 27. And for next round, for the lab balloons, you should be fine already because you have Obin that can pop lats. But what you need to do is when you destroy the first lab balloon, you need to very quickly use brambles. Okay, here I got very unlucky because Obin, you could see there Obin basic attack just danced around the lab balloon and couldn't pop it, so that was super unlucky. All right, so let's retry. Yeah, here we go, and that's round 28. So just remember, pop the first lab balloon and then drop brambles. In round 30 is the first huge RNG round. You wanna place set both druids to first, Obin to last, and sub to first, and you need to have good RNG with the totem especially. So this is a pretty bad position, and you can see a yellow, a green balloon, and a yellow and a green balloon sneaking past, so that's 7 lives lost. So that's too much. If you lose like 3-4 lives, then you can tank them. But if you lose more than that, I just recommend to retry because you can pop more balloons. It's just RNG, so retry. Right, let's see now with the totem right there. It's not super optimal as well, but yeah, see now only a yellow sneaking past, so that's fine. And then for these last lats, I'm gonna just use the brambles, and that was around 30. So I ended up losing 4 lives. A yellow sneaking past. I think that's pretty good. So and yeah, Obin back to first, and this druid back to strong, very important. Round 31 should be easy. Just as always, just be careful about RNG and just go slow. And then sub 002 now, and next is sub 102. Right, for round 33 you just need brambles. Obin is level 7, so brambles can pop 100 balloons, so that's pretty much all the camos around 33 plus more balloons. All right, next is getting this sub 202. of course, exploiting the range that you're gaining from this dark monkey closest to the left. And now in round 35, before the rainbows come out, you're gonna very quickly get this dark monkey 002. And in that way, you're giving more range to the sub to attack the balloons, so you can attack sooner. And also camo detection for round 36 and 37. Go slow, you can already pop all these balloons from the rainbows, so just go slow and make sure you can do it. If you see some balloons getting past, just retry the round. Right, strong. Another that monkey right here, just covering a little bit half of the path here, so you can give more range to the sub up here. And this is going to be very important for round 36 and 40. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Round 36, you need to do as you did in round 14. So you need to use Brambles as you see the balloons almost getting past. So Brambles is going to be dropped at the very back, and yeah, that should be good. You need these Brambles to survive the first two pink rushes. So in that way you can completely destroy the pinks at the very end. So just make sure about that. Then in round 37, you're gonna sell the druid closest to Obin, and you're gonna place now a wizard in its spot, closest to the right and then closest to the bottom. Right here in strong 010. All right, and again, this round might be a little bit RNG. You might need to retry it because you have these LEDs that are gonna be coming out that are gonna, of course, will not be popped by this up. And yeah, the totem position, it's just a bunch of stuff, so just go slow. And when you see here some balloons getting past or almost getting past, just use Brambles. Right, here we go. Then these Brambles is very important. They need to survive until the camos at the very end of round 37, otherwise you're gonna end up having some of those camos getting past. Unfortunately, this dark monkey does not give enough range to the sub to attack all those camos, so then here just get wall of fire as fast as possible. 0 to 1, and yeah, that should be it. Next, of course, is preparing against round 40. So what you need to have is you need to have a set of Brambles right here on the bridge. So the closer to the exit, the better. But around here should be good. So don't worry too much. And this is a bad spot, so just retry, exit, and retry the round. Right, that's again bad. So just make sure to retry, you know, to retry as many times as it's needed until you have it right. That is not super optimal, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I'm gonna place now a glue gunner right here. All right, strong, closest to the bottom right, then 100 and 110. All right, druid in first now, 012, and yeah, this should be good now. So I set everything to first other than the glue gunner and the dark monkeys. And now round 40, what you need to do is you need to place another set of Brambles, and these Brambles must be placed closest to the beginning. And let's see, I don't have any totem. I don't know what was going on, but maybe a bug, but I had no totem from Obin, so that was an automatic retry. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. So this totem like disappeared. All right, here we go. All right. Now in this round, you need many RNG things. You need totem in a good position, Brambles in a forward position, and you also need the wall of fire to attack the ceramics as they are gonna be glued and are gonna be around here. So a bunch of RNG stuff. So just make sure to retry until you have it right. You can see there, wall of fire is in a completely bad spot. I'm not destroying any balloons, so that's why this is not working. And again, it's just RNG, so don't worry, retry as many times as it's needed until you have it right. See, wall of fire, again in a bad spot. You need 100% wall of fire, otherwise this round is not beatable. You need wall of fire to be around here, as I said before. All right, again, I just need to check out if it's gonna be on first. Nope. All right. And yeah, I know it can be boring, I had to say, but don't give up. See, wall of fire. Yeah, I was able to pop some balloons, but it's still very backwards position, very backwards. All right, so this shouldn't be normal. Like, you should have wall of fire in a better position after like 5 or 6 tries, not after this many. And even if wall of fire wasn't in the super optimal spot, eventually was able to pop enough balloons and to survive round 40, as you can see. So yeah, just make sure to retry, you know, until you can see you can pop everything. You can pop every single balloon in round 40, so you don't lose any lives. And yeah, that's it. Round 40 is the huge milestone. If you can survive this round, then the next key round to survive is going to be round 64. If you can survive that, then reaching round 80 is going to be super easy. Just get this druid now on 022, so get camo detection. It's going to be very important for these other rainbows, otherwise you're not going to be able to pop them. And even if you do get it, you can see depending on where wall of fire spawns, you might need to retry it. So it just works like that. I'm gonna set this rate back to strong as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, again some pings. All right, strong. Wow, this wall of fire is always being dropped in the same spot over and over. I don't think I can be more unlucky than this. Very bad RNG I'm having. Very bad. Wow, still in the same spot. It's always okay. Here we go. I was about to say that it's very uncommon that this happens, but yeah, eventually the second wall of fire was in a good spot. Next, you're gonna place a village closest to the bottom, just making sure that the sub is highlighted, so the sub is in range of the village right away. Now around 43 you can use Brombos. Just make sure that if some of these balloons from the ceramics can get past, use Brombos, right? So as you could see there, I ended up using it, and yeah, you just need to be careful about that. All right, village 001, then 002, discount, very important. Next, round 45, it's very important that here you use Brombos when Obin is attacking these purples, these camo purples, and then 203 sub. All right, that should be good now. I'm gonna sell the other druid, and I'm gonna place another wizard. This positioning might be a little hard to find because it's very small, but yeah, just play a little bit until you have it right. All right, wall of fire first. Both druids, both wizards, sorry, on first. And now 0 to 1. Right around 47 again, you can use Brombos depending. If you see some balloons getting through, just be ready to use Brombos, but it shouldn't happen. All right, and then for round 49 you're gonna get this up to 204. All right, so now with double wall of fire I can be a little bit more relaxed. Still, remember, RNG can always be a factor. And if you are very unlucky, you have wall of fire in a wrong spot, you might have some balloons getting past, so always be ready to retry the round. And here around 49 again, you want to use brambles in case you see some of the balloons from the ceramics getting past. So I'm gonna use it right there. Right, sub 20. Yeah, I got the sub too late there. You're gonna upgrade the sub as fast as possible to 04, and you're gonna use brambles in case it's needed. Okay, so I'm gonna have this window now opened, and let's see how it goes. Alright, brambles to 04 sub. Here we go. Yeah, just make sure you can pop everything. All right, so now the sub has more damage, more pierce, and deals additional damage to MOAB class Bloons, and that's gonna be the most important thing, really, being able to pop MOAB class Bloons faster, so that then you only have to deal with the ceramics, and therefore with the wall of fire you can destroy them easily. 2 0 0 alchemist. You have brambles again, so if you see some balloons from that first MOAB getting past, use brambles. At the same time here, the ceramics, and then just get the alchemist 300. And the second MOAB should be very easy. All right, this other druid, this other wizard 022. I don't know why I keep calling wizards druids. All right. Round 52, Obin is level 10, so you want to do is you want to use wall trees, and now keep on trying this round until you have a wall trees position around here. All right, that's very important. So you don't want to have wall trees up here because it's going to be consumed very quickly and it's going to just be bad. So yeah, right, it should tank some balloons, and that's okay. Now I'm gonna get this village 202. Giving more attack speed to all these towers. All right, here we go. Next is gathering the alchemist 400. And at the beginning of round 56, you want to refresh wall trees. So just make sure to do it at the beginning of the round, so you can just change it. If in case you have bad RNG and wall trees is like right here, very close, you can just retry it. Let's see. All right, that's a pretty good position. It's close to the back, so it might be better to have wall trees around here, but that is pretty good, I would say. So I'll take it. Remember, at the beginning round 56, alchemist 400. Now Obin is level 11. That makes now these wizards even stronger, more range and more pierce. All right, and the alchemist should be giving a stronger brew to the sub and also to Obin, so it's not so bad. All right. For round 57, you can see that now and then I'm using brambles to destroy these MOABs a little faster, so that these wall trees can be empty and do not have any balloons inside. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right. Then at the end, around 58, you want to place another sub here, closest to the bottom, closest to the left. But then you're gonna move this sub a couple of units away from the alchemist. So let's see here, this is closest to the bottom and to the left, but now I'm moving the sub a little bit closer towards the right side. That is because in this way the alchemist is gonna keep on prioritizing this bottom sub. That is the stronger sub of the two, so that's very important. 202 sub. All right, Camel lads shouldn't be a problem with double wizard. And then just get round 60, use brambles. You can use brambles if you want to, just to have some extra defenses against the BFB. And then just get this sub 203 as fast as possible. And now get this sub on strong. All right, so one sub in first, the stronger sub on first, the other sub in strong. You want to now get, actually at the beginning around 61, you want to refresh world trees, but you want to have world trees again closer to the exit. So you could see there the world trees was very forward position, so that's bad. So let's retry. That's again a forward position, so that's bad. So retry around 61 until you have good RNG. All right, that's pretty good. Then I'm gonna get this Alchemist 401. Here we go. It's very important to refresh it as fast as possible in round 61. So in that way, you're gonna have it back up in round 63 for the ceramic rushes. All right, and yeah, that should be good. At the beginning, round 62, drop Rumbles. It could help against the 45 MOABs at the very end. Then here, these Brumbles, hold them because you're gonna need them around 63. All right, so what you have is you have world trees that's coming back up. You have a set of world trees pretty much new, and you have Brumbles. That's very important for round 63. Now in this round, you're gonna keep both subs in first. I forgot to set this one on strong, but I think that's okay. So both subs in first, MOAB in first, both wizards on first, alchemy, blue gunner on strong. Also alchemist is strong. And what you're gonna do is for the first rush, you're gonna just use Brumbles, all right? And these world trees should tank all these ceramics without exploding. Now, second ceramics, refresh world trees as soon as this one explodes. So just be careful and go do it very quickly, all right? Because otherwise you're gonna have the balloons getting through. And then for the last rush, sell the glue gunner and get Dragon's Breath, wizard. And now these Brumbles, you need to hold them. You don't consume these Brumbles. Hold them because you're gonna need them in round 64. All right, so that was it. Round 63, it's very easy. You might need to retry a couple of times, especially like world trees positioning, or if you see that some balloons can get through. But round 64, you should have world trees still standing, and you should have this amount of cash roughly. Now you're gonna set this 032 wizard on strong, this sub on last, very important, the top sub, so the 203 sub on last, the other one in first. And now another thing is, other than RNG, that you need to use Brumbles for the second MOAB, for the second 45 MOAB. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, I was able to get it on my first try, but you might need to retry a couple of times. As I said before, as you are about to pop the first 45 MOAB, use Brumbles. Those Brumbles should survive and so should damage the second 45 MOAB. And then because you have the sub in last, you will keep on damaging the last 45 MOAB, so you can pop it a little earlier and you can pop everything. You can tank some balloons with world trees, and yeah, that's it. Now you're gonna set this back, this sub on strong, this one on first, and this wizard back to first. And that's it. If you can survive round 64, that's game over. That's guaranteed that you're gonna be able to get through until round 80. So don't worry about that. All right, so if you guys hear some noise in the background, it's because we have moved to the new house, so we're still doing some works on the house. You know, we're placing some doors and stuff like that, so don't worry. All right, brown balls there for the last two BFBs. All right, you can refresh world trees if you want to. So yeah, I'm gonna actually refresh it. It doesn't really matter where it spawns. And now this other sub on 204. Here we go. All right. At this stage, the gameplay is going to be very easy. You're going to just need to follow what I do, and you should have the victory quite easily. You're gonna just need to be careful, of course, as always, with RNG in certain rounds, but then eventually you're gonna be able to survive. So just placing attack shooter there closest to the bottom and to the right, just to save the spot. And then as soon as you can, refresh wall trees, and always try to refresh it before the round ends, so in that way you get more cash from the balloons that were inside. Now right here, bomb. This bomb, as you can see, I'm not placing it closest to the right, to the bottom, but I'm placing a little closer towards the left. This is because in this way, actually, yeah, I'm gonna place it right here. I think it's gonna cover more of the bottom side, so it's gonna be more global damage. Strong, and I'm gonna just get a 0-3-0 bomb, so I'm up more. I'm really exploiting the discount from this village. That's why I'm placing all these towers with this village. Then later on, I'm gonna sell this village, and I'm gonna get a 3-2-0 village, especially for around 78 for these ceramic rushes. Alright, so let's get this molar right now. Here we go. More damage to ceramics and to map class balloons. Another thing that can pop map class balloons earlier, so then I can really exploit these wall of fires. Alright, 1, 2, 3 as well. This attack shooter. This wall trees is very forward. I don't like it, but whatever. And then right here, a boomerang. Alright, again closest to the right and to the bottom. Strong, and just get it 0-0-3. Alright, just refresh here. I keep on using brambles right now. I'm spamming brambles, and I'm also using willow trees as soon as it's up. Right, here we go. 0-1-3 boomerang. Just a little bit more of attack speed. And then I'm gonna get a maelstrom next. I need a maelstrom for around 76 in order to pop the ceramic rushes, so that's what I'm gonna get. You should have willow trees up, so don't use it, just to keep the one that you have, especially if you have it in a good position like this one. It's not such a bad spot. At the beginning around 75, start spamming brambles. Yeah, you're gonna have some 45 lab balloons there and some 45 MOABs in the way, so that can be a little annoying, but it shouldn't be that terrible. Just keep on using brambles in this case, and be ready to refresh willow trees in case you see that some balloons are able to start getting through. Alright, here, maelstrom, here we go. Just get it as fast as possible. Alright, round 76 is easy, just use maelstrom, and that should be already all the damage that you need to pop everything. And then here you're gonna sell this village, right, and you're gonna place another village, again having in this case everything in range right away, and getting it 2-0-0, and then during the round 3-0-0. So in that way you're making this bomb stronger, you're making the boomerang stronger, you're making the attack shooter, so the maelstrom, you're making it stronger, so it's just better. Alright, again here, prepare to refresh willow trees. It's very close to being full, so I'm gonna use maelstrom right now. Alright, refresh willow trees, and that should be it, I guess. Alright, you should have maelstrom up again for around 78, as you can see, so you shouldn't really worry about that. Alright, maelstrom, wall brambles, but just one maelstrom with all the damage from the subs and the wizards and all the stuff should be good enough. So then, very important, remember, get camo detection, because otherwise with the Maelstrom, you will not be able to hit the second Thermic Rush that is camo. So remember to get camo. And then just use again Maelstrom and Brambles. Okay, in this case I used Maelstrom a little bit late, but it wasn't too bad. I'm gonna refresh Wall of Trees. Right, that was a pretty good spot right away. And then here I'm gonna just get for this round here the last two 45 BFBs, a 0 to 4 boomerang, so a MOAB press. But you should already have all the damage you need, especially against like ceramics and normal Bloons. You always have also the wall of tree, the Maelstrom that you can use, but it shouldn't be really needed. I'm gonna just use it here. And then for round 80, just drop a Buccaneer, get it 0-5-0, and just use the ability on the Zomagad. And that's it. So that was Dark Castle Half Cash. Hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.